Jake Paul recently called out Conor McGregor, sparking a frenzy online. After McGregor shared another one of his unusual shadowboxing clips, Jake didn't hold back, mocking him and telling him to quit entirely. The MMA and boxing communities have been buzzing non-stop over this heated back and forth.
McGregor's kind of lost. He's kind of lost a lot of momentum.
You think that could ever happen?
I don't know. If he was in control of his own career, I think he would maybe want to do it. But I also think, you know, he looks at me easily beating Nate Diaz and seeing that he went toe-to-toe with this guy. In the back of his mind, he's like, damn, like, this kid's probably a better striker than what I think.
Conor McGregor fired Mike Perry from the bare knuckle championship.
Well, he goes from, look at what Mike Perry's doing, the BKFC put him in these positions, he's gonna fuck up that little dweeb, to you're fired. Like,
why doesn't he just get in the ring with you?
He's on Twitter, he's on his yacht, he's on game, but he's not in the ring with me. And so until he does that, I don't want to hear any more shit.
Wait, no, I fancy him for it, to be honest. I fancy a man's a bit windy. Yeah. The other cat's a bit windy. Yeah. You know, so, but he's a donkey. The guy's a donkey, yeah, the other cat.
Yeah.
What's a donkey has a kick as well. So you just got to be worried of that. So, but I just think, Nate weather and at home and be careful and be in his face and I just think it's really Nate, you know, really Nate.
The fact that Jake Paul disrespected Conor McGregor like this tells you everything you need to know.
When I watch him like talk shit about me,
he's a donkey. The guy's a donkey, yeah, the other cat.
Yeah.
But guess what, Conor? I'll beat the fuck out of you, and you can't box as good as me, and I'm gonna do to Nate what you couldn't, which is knock him the fuck out. And you're gonna be sitting there with your new beer company that's failing, drunk as fuck, realizing that you pissed your life away drinking at the end of the bottle. You can't have the fun party cocaine life and be the greatest fighter in the world. You chose the wrong path. But that money fight will always be there, and when I knock Nate Diaz the fuck out and you realize I'm the biggest fight for you, call me and I'll answer. And I'm my own boss. I make my own decisions. I'm not in control by Dana.
Social media is exploding with fans roasting Conor's clips, while Jake Paul seizes the moment to fuel their ongoing rivalry, a feud that's been simmering for years. From trash talk and callouts to near fights that never happened, the tension has been building. But as Jake goes all in on the callout, Conor is quietly gearing up for something bigger. He's officially back in the US testing pool, signaling that a UFC comeback might be just around the corner.
Got to get right, and you know, the whole world's waiting. Is he going to get in shape and fight? And he told me in person, he whispered in my ear, he said, I'm in the testing pool. He said, I'm getting ready to make my comeback. I'm going to fight on that big card, and then I'm gonna have another fight, and then we can talk.
Oh wow. The big one being the White House card.
That's what he said.
Wow. Okay. Well, there's some breaking news right there from Dave. Appreciate that. And you also announced a whole bunch of other signings: Thiago Santos, Yoel Romero, Jamel Herring. And so it feels like this is like a new chapter for you.
White House card, you said everyone's trying to get on it. Who are the sort of people blowing up your phone trying to get on it?
Well, I mean, everybody wants to be on this card. I mean, you don't even have to know who's blowing up my phone. You can just see it all on the internet. But, you know, the fight's a year away. So the landscape will change a lot over the next year.
I saw you say to the Nelt Boys that you want to make it like a badass card and stuff like that. Are we talking a couple of title fights? Are we talking?
Yeah, it'll be a pay-per-view card.
But like UFC 300 level, or you think it'll just depend on what you can do?
The best card we could possibly put together.
Is there a chance you do Conor and John on the same card?
I don't know. I mean, in a year, who knows what the world will look like in a year?
Is it so? Obviously, look, this is still to be planned, but logistically, I saw you say you want the White House on one side, the monument on the other.
That's what it'll be. We're going to be on the South Lawn, and literally, when you're watching the fight, this will all be the White House here, and then behind me will be, you know, the Washington Monument.
This is the Schmo with the pro, with the man who needs no introduction, the face of the fight game, the notorious, the champ, Conor McGregor in the flesh, Hollywood, Florida. BKFC, how we doing?
Very good, brother. Great to see you, bro. You stick on the glasses and it's go time. I stick on the glasses and it's show time, yeah? So we're a match made in heaven, brother. I love it. What's the crack? You enjoying yourself at the bare knuckle? What do you think of the press conference? What do you think of the buzz? It's the electricity, the vision. This is for real, bro. I don't miss. I haven't missed yet. I ain't missed yet.
So $25 million on the table for a tournament starting in March?
I could make 25 million champions out of that, bro. Do you get me? So I'm like, Moroccan, bro. Things are going pretty well.
Things are going great. The White House, Dana White said, you and John Jones, that's a real deal.
I'm going home. I'm going to get the head down. I'm going to rest. They're testing me. I'm in the pool. I says, you always say, man, I thought that's what the pools are for, jumping in and out. But I'm back in the pool. So get ready and stay ready because damage will be done. Oval Office, White House.
The best man on the mic, the notorious Conor McGregor. He's the pro. I'm the schmo. We're out.
I do like the dough. I'm in this zone until I can clear my slate. It's looking like I'm headed to the Oval Office again. So that's where I'm heading next. But I let these men fight for this one, and I'll support them and back them all the way. But to have equity stake in a promotion at ground level, we are at ground zero here, and you can all feel the excitement and the tension in this building. This is a multi-billion-dollar fight promotion.
Dana White hinting at a historic White House event. All signs suggest Conor McGregor is aiming to make his comeback on one of the sport's biggest stages. Whether he ends up facing Michael Chandler, Nate Diaz, or a surprise opponent, it's clear Conor is plotting a return that could shake up the MMA world. No matter the jokes about his shadowboxing clips, they're his way of signaling that he's back in fight mode and ready for action.
To be the opponent, I know you've said that trilogy is something you could do anytime and it would make sense. Are you interested in doing business with Nate Diaz?
I love Nate. That fight's a year away. So I'm not even thinking about anything right now. The landscape will change so much by next 4th of July. You know, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows who's going to be on the card or what the main event will be or who will hold all the titles, and everything could be completely different. So it's not even worth thinking about it right now.
Sure. I guess just one follow-up on that though with John Jones. He said,
I have other problems. I'm dealing with the logistics and you know, all the things on figuring out how to make this thing happen. How do we want to do it? I'm going to fly out there in about 10 days, 2 weeks, and we'll have all the renderings done, sit down with him and go through the renderings and see what he wants to do and what he doesn't want to do.
Yeah. John Jones says he wants to be on there too, and he says he would fight whoever the champion is at that time. But would you be okay with him like coming back and potentially winning that belt again? And you might have to go through.
Well, it's not even about him winning the belt. I mean, you know how I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong.
Fair enough.
Yeah, especially the White House card.
Dana, just one for me about the White House card. Do you expect the logistics to be more intense than the Sphere was, or do you think it's going to be easier than?
No. Not the Spheres. Listen, there's been one person that's done the Sphere, right? I thought after we did it, people would be running to the Sphere to do it. The Sphere is very challenging and very expensive. The difference with the White House is that I don't think they've ever had anything very heavy out on the lawn, and the octagon alone weighs 20,000 pounds. So,
you don't think the outdoor is going to be harder to deal with than?
Oh, it will be, in its own ways, but not harder than the Sphere. Sphere is very unique and very challenging.
When the fight is going on, while the fight's happening and we're filming, one whole side of the backdrop will be the White House. We will absolutely positively put on the baddest card of all time.
So what would be the dream main event?
The dream main event right now would be Aspinall versus Jones.
Is it possible that McGregor and Jones would fight on the same card?
Could be.
With Dana White, he already said this is the perfect place to settle this score. This fight that has been about 3 or 4 years in the making. Of course, they recorded The Ultimate Fighter. The fight never took place. There was a bunch of injuries. There was broken toes.
My foot was a balloon.
There was a bunch of rumors. There were all kinds of going on, right? But I'll tell you what, if there is a spot, if there is a place, it's the White House. Conor McGregor's no stranger to the White House. He's already been out there. He said he's going to run to be the Prime Minister or the President of Ireland. He spoke to the world's media at the White House. So he's very familiar with this place. And of course, he would love to insert himself to this legendary historic event. And of course, taking on Michael Chandler, who was just destroyed by Paddy Pimblett. If Conor could come back and that's a big if he could come back, the White House wouldn't be a bad place to do it. He's already been there, and I think he would probably beat Michael Chandler. Certainly that version, that for Paddy Pimblett. No disrespect to Paddy Pimblett. So there you go. There's your main. There's your co-main. Who else do we have on this card? I've got some notes here. Well, we're going to have a women's fight on there. Now, of course, if the Democrats were involved, okay, if they were running the White House right now, there'd be a lot. There would be a lot of female fighters on this card, okay? There'd also be a lot of international flavor, but it's America. It's the Republicans. It's Donald Trump. They want a lot of Americans. So we've got an American in the co-main. We've got an American in the main. The problem is, when you look at the rankings, there's not too many.
And let's not forget, Conor isn't just focused on the UFC right now. He's also involved in the bare-knuckle fighting scene as part owner and hype man, helping to grow the brutal and fast-rising combat sport. Could we one day see Conor step into that ring as a fighter? It might sound unlikely, but with Conor, anything's possible. Then there's the burning question fans keep asking, will Conor ever face Jake Paul? Their ongoing trash talk saga is legendary, with Jake constantly trolling Conor for avoiding him, throwing out outrageous payday offers, and claiming he'd knock Conor out in the first round.
Understand how incredible that is for our combatants to be rewarded in that way, to join this rise, truly be on the board with us as we rise up this ladder of combat sport. For me, I fought my heart and soul. I gave everything to the rise of a company, and I got nothing for it. Now here we are. Our company, my company, we give back to the fighters who bleed for us. So welcome to the owner's table, our world champions and our UK champions. We are in this together. Let's go, bare knuckle familia. David Feldman, that is how you do it. That is how you do it. Brother, I fucking love it.
Talk on Tyson, Jake Paul. Who gives a bollocks?
Nobody gives a bollocks.
No one gives a fuck about him.
Nobody gives a fuck about that lad.
I hope we rattles the little dope.
I hope Tyson fucking cracks that lad.
How was that even in the fucking Dallas Stadium?
How the fuck did they even get a stadium?
This is Mike Tyson Kush, yes.
This is Tyson Weed. Tyson Weed.
There's no one doing it like me. Nobody.
I'm still the fucking king of this shit, right? I'm the king of this shit, right?
But there was definitely something.
Jake, one question that I gotta ask you. Future opponents, who interest you in the boxing world? Obviously, in the show, you get into Mike Perry. We'll get into Mike Tyson. Who interests you in the future?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of names. I think Gervonta, Canelo, Tommy Fury, KSI. I want Anthony Joshua. The list goes on and on and on. And then my main goal is to become world champion, and we'll see, who that is and at what point in time I make that happen.
How real is Floyd Mayweather?
He won't do it, man. He said he would fight me, but I'd have to weigh like 160 pounds, which is physically impossible for me.
I just fight with one leg. Canelo signed with Turkey. TKO boxing is a big topic right now in the sport. How negatively does that impact you?
Not at all, man. I think it's good for the sport of boxing. The more eyeballs, the more people doing big things, the sport wins. And for me, that's all I've wanted coming into the sport. And wish them the best. And I think they'll do some good things.
Do you think you'll ever be able to fight Canelo now? Because Dana White basically is his manager now.
I think it'll happen for sure at the end of the day. And Canelo is his own boss, and he would never let those guys control his career.
So have you talked to him at all recently?
Who?
Canelo.
Oh, not since he pulled out of the fight.
Interesting. Okay. Logan, what kind of advice would you give him if Floyd Mayweather ever actually fought him?
Man, that's tough. I'll tell you why. Floyd's very good.
Get paid beforehand.
Yeah.
Now that Jake is doubling down on his latest call-out, speculation is heating up again. Would a fight between them even make sense? Some fans believe it could be one of the biggest crossovers in combat sports history, while others argue that Conor should stay focused on reclaiming his UFC legacy rather than entertaining YouTubers turned boxers.
Fuck is up, you Irish cunt? Good morning, Conor McGregor. I know you're probably beating up old dudes in a bar right now, or maybe you're jacking off because you're sick of fucking your wife. I mean, she's a 4, Conor. You could do a lot better, but happy Monday. My team sent you a $50 million offer this morning. $50 million cash, proof of funds. The biggest fight offer you've ever been offered, but you're scared to fight me, Conor. You're ducking me because you don't want to lose to a fucking YouTuber. You're 0-1 as a boxer. I'm 2-0 as a boxer. I just came off the 8th biggest pay-per-view event in history. But you want to fight Dustin Prober, who has less followers on Instagram than my fucking dog. That's a fact. And Dana White, you're a fucking pussy too. You ugly fucking bald bitch. You said there's 0% chance of this fight happening, but there's 0% chance of you beating some fucking pussy. Conor, you're scared. Dana, you're scared. Sign the fucking contract, you idiots. Jesus fucking Christ. Irish bitch. Fuck these guys. McGregor just tweeted at me because of this interview.
He has to get active again. You know, who knows when that's going to happen.
These are his tweets, and here's my response. Conor. You're more active on Twitter than you are in the octagon. Stop taking Trenbolone and start taking fights. You're more actively cheating on your wife than you are in the octagon. Your priorities are mixed up. Put down the bottle and get back to fighting. You haven't won a fight in 5 fucking years, and the last time you did was against Cowboy Cerrone, who hasn't won a fight against anyone since fighting you. I'm a nobody, you say in this tweet. Well, yeah, you're right. I'm just a fucking kid from Ohio. I really am a nobody, but this is where you fought your 6th fight.
There's literally 2 people in the crowd.
And this is where I'm going to be fighting my 6th fight. Madison Square Garden, the mecca of boxing.
While opinions differ on whether Pacquiao did enough for a clear victory, much of the spotlight shifted to Barrios' lackluster showing. The younger champion failed to push the pace or deliver any lasting impact, with his low aggression and limited offense catching many by surprise. Some believe he was overly cautious out of respect for Manny's legacy, while others suspect hesitation to fully engage a living legend. Whatever the reason, his passive approach made it hard to justify even a draw, leaving many to question the decision, especially from a fighter expected to show dominant championship form.